Hey guys, you heard it right. It's been over 25 years. I'll soon be. Been over 24 years rather, and I'll be 25 soon. And yep, I've never had a girlfriend before. And I know it sounds crazy to a lot of people. Like, what? You've been living on this earth for over 2 decades, and you've never had a girlfriend. You've never had someone to call dear love, someone that will wake you up at night, send you love messages, and then, yeah, definitely, yeah. I've never experienced that, and let me just clarify, by the way, because we live in a crazy world right now. That because when you say that, okay, you don't have a girlfriend, people think, okay, maybe this guy is actually interested in men, like, okay, like gay or something. No way. Okay, so I stand on the principles that God has set a man and a woman, and nothing more, nothing less. And yes, so for over 25 years, I must say I've never had a girlfriend before. And but let's be honest, yeah, crushes have come. Yeah, crushes have come. Most especially during school times, junior school, secondary school. You know, when you have those crushes that comes up when you find a lady, and then she just seems to trigger some hormones in your body, and then you start having a liking towards her. Yeah, that happens, and I believe it happens to a lot of us too as human beings. If you don't have crush, or like if you don't experience any kind of emotion, then there's something actually wrong with you, because God wires us to be emotional beings. We're supposed to feel emotion, we're supposed to connect with other people. So if you don't have this connection, then there's something that's actually wrong. And yeah, I had all those crushes, and I must say it wasn't easy, because, like, you know, you're surrounded by peers, you're surrounded by people that are having girlfriends. Some will have 3, 4 girlfriends, and they are successfully managing 3, 4, 5 businesses at the same time. So, like, and they execute it well, and they'll come and spit it on your face that this is my profits that I made from this business and this business. And then you'll be looking, me, I don't even have any business like this. So yeah, so the pressure is usually very high on us as youth, because you see a lot of people out there. Okay, your friends are pressurizing you, boy, just have a girlfriend, just test how it's like, it's amazing, you're gonna love it, come on, it's just beautiful. And so if you're not very firm on what your values are, or where you're going, or what goals you've set for yourself, you may be easily swayed away. There's nothing wrong in having a boyfriend or girlfriend, there's nothing wrong in courting, and but the main thing is, okay, the right time, okay, the right mindset, okay, and the right environment, and God actually telling you, the most important thing, God actually telling you, okay, it's time for you to take things serious. And but a lot of times as youths, we get carried away with emotions, and as I said before, emotions are good, but what you do with those emotions is actually the main issue. Like, how you react to those emotions. Do you give in to them, and then you say, oh, it's fine, let me just have a taste of it. There's nothing wrong here. But if you know that, okay, you're actually at the right age, yeah, there are people at my age that are already married, some already having their girlfriends. Nothing wrong, nothing bad with it. Everyone has their work with God, so God can tell you, okay, at this time, it's time for you to marry, it's time for you to be in a relationship with person. Nothing wrong, I'm not condemning it, but I'm just showing my own. But it's essential to know what God's will for you is. Okay, so you don't spend your life comparing yourself with other people. So God destined that, okay, at the age of 25, at the age of 26, at the age of 20, at the age of 21, you're gonna get married, or you'll be in a relationship. And then, but you, because of peer pressure, you feel, okay, no, I must have it at the age of 15, at the age of 17, or no, my mates are this and this and that, I'm still single, and all of those things. Yeah, but you know, a lot of people too miss their time, because they could get carried away with different things. So God can be telling, it's now time for you to get married, but then you are carried away with different things. It could be work, could be other pleasures, and then you don't feel the need to get married. And then when age starts clicking, most especially for the female gender, the pressure is usually high on them when age starts clicking due to menopause and all of those things. So you see people now get to the point where they feel that I'll just settle for any man that comes my way. I'll just settle for any woman. Yeah, but like in my case, and I feel that I'm still in my walk with God, and I haven't gotten like the conviction, blessing is actually time for you to like start going into relationship or dating. It's just like recently that the thought has been popping up in my mind, and I pray about it. And I think it's very important to put God in everything that you're doing, so okay, am I just being led by my emotions, or is it you that's actually telling me, okay, it's actually time to get into a relationship and all of those things. So it's very good there. But one thing you need to understand is that as a youth at this age, the Bible says, I think Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time for everything. Yeah, there's a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born, a time to. So it goes down with, okay, there's time for everything. Chronos, okay. You have Chronos, you have Kairos too. Yeah, but Chronos rather. And I think Ecclesiastes 12 also talks about, remember the Lord in the days of your youth before the evil days comes and the year draw nigh, when you say you have no pleasure in them. So it's essential as youth that, okay, now I'm in my youthful age. Now is the time to build up my stamina, build up my relationship with God. So the first and the most paramount relationship that you should be worried about is your relationship with God. Most of the time we are always carried away that, okay, I need a boyfriend, I need a girlfriend to complete me. I want to feel what everyone is feeling. But we tend to keep God out of the equation that, okay, I want to have a relationship with God. I want to know God better. I want to know Him. I want to know what His heartbeat is. I want to know what His thoughts are towards me, towards the world out there. So as a youth, this is the time to build up yourself, invest in yourself, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, having the maturity of like going into a relationship so that they don't serve you breakfast. So a lot of us rush into relationship and then they have gotten breakfast. By breakfast I mean heartbreaks. And I believe at the right time, that's why I have the Chronos and the Kairos. So you may feel that, okay, you're running out of time and this and this and that, but there's Kairos, that is like the appointed time, okay? That's an appointed time. It's different from the Chronos. Chronos is just like time, okay, it's 12 o'clock, this and this. But Kairos is more of like an appointed time that you will just be at the right place at the right time, doing the right action, and then connection just happens. We've seen a lot of stories like that. We've seen like most of the gospel artists out there, how they met their spouse or their fiancés just in a ridiculous way, that some actions that you just take and feel that, okay, I'm just doing this for fun's sake, and you see how God joins the dots together. So it's a matter of you being in your Kairos moment that you're able to identify that, okay, this is God telling you to act. So, and at times, some actions you would take you may not even take them with the mindset of marriage or with the mindset of being in a relationship, but then God is actually planning everything. That's why He says, I know the plans and the thoughts that I have for you. So I believe I'm walking in God's will for my life, and my desire is to know God more, because if I know Him more, He will lead my steps. Okay, so if I set my gaze on God, He will find my missing rib for me. Okay, so He will find the woman that He has kept specially for me. And I'm not in a rush here. But like I said before, I think another thing that has contributed to me not being in a relationship is that I'm a very introverted person. So you can see me on camera like this, talking. But in person, I'm more of a very quiet person. I talk when it's necessary to talk, but not. I'm a very let me say I'm an ambivert rather. Okay, so I could be extroverted in certain scenarios, but also very introverted in another scenarios. Yeah, and plus introversion, another thing, workaholic. So yeah, I work a lot, and so like yeah, I think those are some of the things I'm actually trying to balance out. Yeah, you shouldn't spend a lot of time on work that you forget. Okay, you also have another life out there. Yeah, I think that's something that's actually contributed to it. Yeah, so I don't actually feel the pressure a lot about of relationship out there that people may feel because I'm mostly by myself or mostly with my laptop or with family or at work. Yeah, so may not feel the pressure constantly as other people out there who feel that are with friends, and then the discussions constantly is on relationship and all of those things. Sorry, I'm just eating chocolate. Nice. It helps your brain, chocolate. Yeah. So I think that's it. So don't pressure yourself. Just walk in the perfect will for God. At the right time, I'm sure He's gonna do everything for you. And but you also being open-minded. Yeah. So it's one thing. That's why I'm praying God to also help me that, okay, as much as you're focusing on yourself, developing yourself mentally, okay, I need this, I need to get to this level, I need to have this certain amount of money and this and that, I need to attain this before I even start thinking about relationship. It's also very mindful to be open to the voice of God when He's telling that, okay, now is the time to move. And then when God tells you to move at times, you may not have achieved half of your goals, and then it feels like, Lord, you want me to go into a relationship or you want me to get married now, and I haven't achieved half of my dreams and all of those things. And then, but it's good to listen to the voice of God. He guides you, and yeah, I'm open to His voice, and I'm just here to encourage you that, okay, I know there will be people out there that are also in my situation. Stay strong, build up yourself, grow, and grow in your relationship with God, and most importantly also grow like growth, mental growth, and also secular growth. What I mean by secular growth is, okay, in the different area of your life. Are you still in school? Are you working? Are you an entrepreneur? And sharpen your skills. So when you're going to a relationship, you're not going as a liability, but you're going in as an asset. So you don't feel abused, or you don't have that imposter syndrome or intimidation that, hey, I must behave myself because I have nothing. This man is the one taking care of me. This woman is the one taking care of me. But you go into a marriage with the mindset, okay, I'm complete on my own. My husband is complete. My wife is complete. So joining together is just double force. So take this time to harness your skill, grow in your skill with God, and sharpen your interpersonal skills. I think I really need to learn. Holy Spirit really need to help me on that aspect, like interpersonal skills, like relating with people out there, yeah, and having fun too. Yeah, so it's good to also have fun, but know when to put a limit to it. As I said, build your skills, learn up, sharpen your mindset, and so the mindset is a very important thing. Okay, so if you're going to it, like, have you read books on marriage? Have you listened to videos? Have you listened to marriage seminars? Rather, have you listened to marriage counselor talk about marriage and all of those things? Have you looked into the life of your parents, into the life of a guardian, seen how their marriage have gone? What are the lessons you can learn from? What are their mistakes they make? What are the strong points they have? What's binding them together? What made them? What brought division? So these are different things you look into before, okay, I'm ready for marriage. But you don't let those stop you. You always move in the will of God at times, yeah. So sometimes your past may not be nice, or your background may not be nice, but God can bring a message out of the mess, so He can really turn things around for you. You can be that beacon that, okay, even though all my siblings, even though all my family members had this kind of marriage, and I know that I'll be different. Okay, just giving an example there. So stay strong. I think Yeah, I know God will do it at the right time. I'm sure that that's if Jesus Christ doesn't come back by then. But then I'm sure the right woman is actually out there also building up herself and then walking in the will of God. So at the right time, God will do the connection will happen. Don't worry about that. It will happen one way or the other. And it's also good. I think it's also a good thing to write down like what are the specs you're looking for in an opposite person. Okay, so okay, these are the values I'm looking for in the lady. She must be this, she must be this and that. Okay, so physically to how you want her. Some people like, okay, I want my spouse to be large, to be thin, to be slim, to be tall, to be short, black, fair in complexion. So you write down all your likings and all what you want your spouse to be like. Okay, I want my spouse to be financial free, this to be loving, to be kind to me. But there's one funny thing that I read somewhere is that I don't know where I read it from or who I heard it from. The person said, okay, you know what you're going to do? Write down all the things you want in your spouse. Okay, let's say, for example, I want my wife, okay, to be financially free. Okay, I want my husband to be handsome, to be a loving man, and then to be God-fearing. You write down all of it. I want him to be black and tall and all of those things. Now, the person said, now all those things you have written down, now you yourself become all of those things. Yeah, that's it. It's actually funny because most of the time we write down, okay, I want my husband to be a millionaire. I want him to be 6 foot tall. I want him to be this and this. I want him to have 3 estates. You yourself go and have those estates. You yourself go and become that millionaire. And then so sometimes we put so much pressure on men out there. Okay, I want this and this and this and that and that. There's nothing wrong in having specs, but at times you yourself, can you become those things you're actually requesting from the other man? So you have to become those things because the other man is actually praying for his wife to be those things. So it shouldn't be like a one-way thing that, okay, this is what I want in a man. What if you, can you become those things in the absence of a man? So if it's possible for you to become all those things in the absence of the man, you see that when both of you come together, it's actually a joint force. Okay, so there's no inferiority complex and all of those things. Both of you are working together in unison for the achievement of the will of God, to populate, to dominate the world, and also to see that, okay, let the light of God shine through your life, because we live in a world now that the institution of marriage is being attacked so much by the devil, and because we are a generation that consumes so much on social media, most of what is portrayed out there is actually marriages that end in divorce, betrayal, infidelity, and the likes. And the sad part is that those with godly marriages usually keep quiet, or those with godly marriages don't come out online on social media. So a lot of youths feel that, okay, a lot of relationships now are just toxic relationship. There's nothing like love. You can't find the right person, and this, it only exists in movies and all of those things. But things are this, they are existing, they're still alive. But it's just that the media propagates so much negativity. So this is where at times you detox yourself from all of those things, and also realize that there are godly marriage out there. There are people having amazing marriage, having amazing children out there. So this is why, as a Christian too, that you let your light shine on social media too, because there's so much negativity. So if you can be a beacon of light out there, you never know whose life you're actually changing. So we tend to shy away that, nah, I'm a Christian, I don't need to be on social media and this and that and that and that. But there are thousands of people that are still on that social media. And it's redefining their mindset. So if there's no beacon of light out there, they tend to grow with that mindset that, okay, you know what, there's nothing like a good relationship and all of those things. So God will help us. So it's not easy at all, because there's so much pressure. The temptations can be so high at times that you feel like, oh man, I really need to get a girlfriend, I really need to get a boyfriend, I want to feel what others are feeling. You see people texting, chatting with their boyfriend and girlfriends, then, oh, this is so nice, so emotional, you feel like I need to get one. But Just trust in the Lord, wait on the Lord, and then He will lift you up. The Bible says that those that wait upon the Lord shall. It's even before that, the previous chapter says, even the youth shall be weary, I think, and the young men shall utterly fall, but those who wait upon the Lord. So God is telling us to get to a point that a lot of people, young people, will be weary and they will fall. That, okay, you know what, I can't take this anymore. I just need to get it done. And but it said, those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They will mount up with wings as eagle. They will run and not be weary. They walk and not faint. Okay. So waiting upon the Lord. There's this song I love so much by Lawrence. Or it says, I'm not wasting time calling upon the Lord. I'm not wasting time waiting upon the Lord. It will be clear to many that I'm not wasting time. So it goes like that. It will be clear to many that you're not wasting time, but rather you're keeping yourself in consecration, just like Daniel in the Bible, that he refused that I'm not going to eat of the king's portion, even though my peers are actually eating of the food of the king, even though most of them are eating of the food of fornication, of love, of sex, and all of those things. I'm going to be different. And you see how God promoted him, how God took him through ranks. But he always kept his dedication, his relationship with God. That's priority. So when you constantly seek the face of God, you attract the hand of God. I learned that from Minister Dusi Oiko. Yeah. So a lot of times we are praying for the wrong thing. God, I want marriage, I want money, I want this and this and that and that and that. But God is saying, there's more that I want to give you than the things you're asking for, but I want you to seek my face. When you seek my face, your prayer request fades away. It's like his light beams on you and blurs away or fades away all your prayer requests. And now you see yourself how God sees you. He says, I know the thoughts that I have for you, a thought of good and not of evil. The light of God will just turn things around for you. Your prayer point changes. So you see that you'll be engrossed with something different than even thinking about relationship and all of this thing. But God, who is faithful, will still plan things. He will still work things around for you. He will still say that I know it's not good for man to be alone. While he is still in the ground, I need to get him a helpmate. But then the man is actually patiently waiting. And there's a favorite quote that says, what do waiters do? They serve. So while you're waiting, what do? Serve, grow, build up yourself, help others grow, and sharpen your skills, and increase the percentage of your fire. I love how Pastor Lawrence put, increase the percentage of your fire in the things of God. So that you see, when the temptations, when the arrows and the snares of temptation comes, you'll be able to easily withstand it all. And I hope this encouraged someone out there. Just stay strong. God loves you, and just watch and pray. I think that's the favorite word. Huh? Watch and pray, because don't be too spiritual to at least balance it. So sometimes God can say, open your eyes, behold, your flesh of flesh is here. But then you can be so prayer, and then your eyes is closed, you're not seeing anything here. So I pray the Lord will help us single people, those in the singlehood, because anytime people get married, it's like they will prepare our eyes, like you single people, they are not getting married. So I pray God will help us to watch and also pray. Yeah, guys, so I think we'll stop here for today. I hope you love this video. Feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what your experience is with relationship, and if you're actually single, if you're in a relationship, and I'd like to learn from your story and see how you go about this. And also, if there's any advice you'd like to give, you can leave it down in the comments so others can also be blessed. Okay, see you later. Bye. Shalom.